Well, here I am back at the vintage Caravan, and since I last showed you the Caravan, kind of introduced you to it and talked about our plans, we have started to make progress. So I thought you would be really interested to see what we've been up to. So the first things that we've done are just give the outside a really good clean and wash, because there was a lot of algae and dirt and muck, and especially on the roof. So I'm really pleased with how that's come about. It just looks so much cleaner. So Chris got up on the ladder and did the top part and the roof, and I washed the outsides, and it looks so much better. And then we completely emptied all the soft furnishings out. I was actually going to replace the curtains, but we took them all down and I bunged them all in the washing machine in batches, and they've washed up really well. And while they're not kind of pretty and not necessarily what I would have chosen, they're a nice neutral colour, so I've decided I'm going to keep them, because I'm all for upcycling, recycling, reusing, and I just thought, why am I going to spend money and also buy new when I've got something that's perfectly functional? So we've washed them all and I've popped them to one side, and we will pop those up again. And again, I was thinking about recovering all the cushions. They're really not so bad. They're a little bit old-fashioned, but again, I think that adds to the charm of the vintage van. So we were going to go all out and just replace everything, and I'm thinking I'm not going to do that. We can use throws and cushions. We can make it look just as lovely, but also keep some of its originality, and that's what we're going to do. What I have done, as I say, we emptied everything out, and then I just washed everything with some just mild soapy water. All the surfaces, the ceiling, the walls, everything that I could possibly wipe down and wash, I did, and then let it dry. And then I started the woodwork with Danish oil, and it's made such a difference. And then the other thing that I've done, and I'm going to show you in a moment, is I've taken off all the old original brass doorknobs and replaced them with some really pretty ones. So let's go in and have a look around. So one of the first things you'll notice is that I have actually got the bed area set up, and that's because it's such a lovely space that I've been using it as a sleep space in between my night shifts. And it means, because we're now down to having just Kaylee, one dog and not two, Kaylee can't come up the stairs in the house because they're wooden open stairs, and she's only got 3 legs, and she just would not get up the stairs. But in between night shifts, she can come in here with me and snuggle down, and I get a really good sleep. And it's been quite a good tester actually as well for her, see how she is in here. And I've been building up to leaving her a little bit as well. So I'll just poodle out for 5 minutes and come back in, see how she is, preparing for when we take her with us on holidays, just to see how she is in here. And she loves it. So you can see it's a really lovely space, and I've just got a single duvet here, but it's a lovely big double bed space. So I've just left it set up for now. But let's have a look around at what I have been doing, and it's really exciting. So just looking at this end, this has now become a bit of a workstation. So we've got all sorts of bits and pieces and tools and all the things that we've been using. And then one of my friends bought me these beautiful little tea towels. So let's just show those to you. So yeah, just these gorgeous little, one stripy and one hearts. So I'll need to give them a little wash, but they're going to come into the Caravan for when we go on our travels. And I've also got, there's a hot water bottle there, it's not being used at the moment, and the kettle, the stove, the camp stove, which we have been using, is down there, but we will get the proper stove up and running. I bought this delightful little enamel, I think it's a cream jug or cream pot, when I was at Malvern. It's just gorgeous. But what I have been doing is, these were the original little brass knobs, and there's nothing wrong with them, they're very sweet, but I bought a couple of boxes of these. I mean, isn't that just lovely? And they're all different. So it was not a bad job actually to just take these ones off, and these are the spare leftovers. So I'll show you the ones that I've put on. So you can see on all the areas where there was a little knob, we've now got these lovely ceramic ones. Now I had toyed with the idea of painting these, but as I say, I decided to just use the Danish oil and bring up that lovely original woodwork, and it's just come up beautifully. It's made such a difference. The other thing that we've now done is pull up the old carpet. Now you can see here there's definitely been some water ingress, and that was coming from the old skylight, which we've now replaced. So we've got a brand new skylight there. And then the other area that's not brilliant is there's a little rug and a piece of wood over it at the moment, but just here is also quite soft, and I think it's where the door's been left open and people have come in and out, so that's not great. But the rest of the flooring, you know, I'm standing on it, and although this is looks like it has had some water, it's nice and solid. But the carpet's up, everywhere's clean, we've Danish oiled, and we've replaced those little knobs. We've also had a little look at the gas and the electrics, and they are not looking too bad. So we really wanted to enjoy this project and take our time, but we're also itching to get going to use it. So we're going to actually paint the exterior of the Caravan, and we're buying paint that is specifically for doing that. And we also will be painting all the areas inside just to freshen it all up. And then here, this kind of vinyl wood, I don't really like it, so we're going to put some really lovely, it's tile effect, but they're stickers, I'm sure you know the ones I mean. And we've seen some really lovely ones that will go in this little kitchen area. And then we're going to put some vinyl, it looks like floorboards, but it'll be vinyl onto the floor. And then actually, there's not too much more. I mean, as it stands, we could actually tow it and use it. We just want to make it really nice. So we need to sort that little bit of flooring out as you come in and out of the door, because it's not good at all. Get some flooring down. But before we do that, as I say, we'll paint, do something with this area, sort out the fridge and the cooker. We're definitely going to keep the stove top with the rings, but I think we'll take the oven out and make that into storage space. And then you're actually in the little shower room at the moment, so let's have a little look in there, because we haven't really done anything in there. Now you're just looking up at the skylight at the moment, and now what we have done is the skylight was actually in good condition, so but there was a little bit of ingress, so Chris has taken that off, cleaned all the area, put it back in and resealed it. And then we want to really do something with this. So we're probably going to keep the sink, and obviously there's the little cupboard above. We won't probably be using the shower, but we've got this little porta potty which needs a good clean, but it came with the Caravan. But we're just going to make this into keep it as porta potty and sink, which is ample if we're staying on Caravan site, because we can go and use their showers. But I really don't like these old-fashioned vinyl tiles, so again we will give it a little mini makeover in here. But you know, as the plan is that we'll pretty much be staying on sites, there's always going to be a shower block and toilets and so on, so that's just for, you know, it's not like we're going to be completely off grid, just be handy to have. So I'm really pleased with the progress that we've made so far. I'm really excited about getting the paint up, painting the exterior, getting those tile stickers up, giving the little shower room a little makeover, but it's really coming together, and it's a lot less work than we'd originally anticipated.